Okay, day 5. I just camped up on the Manara range up here last night. Worked out well. It was a pretty warm night, relatively speaking. No frost. So yeah, camping high seems to pay off. Only thing is, got to lug up my water. I had a fair bit of company last night with brumbies. All right, I'm wandering down to Wild Horse Plain now to get some water, and then down to Kiandra for my food drop. So fresh socks, and I got some like, not canned, but those plastic tubs of food you buy for the kids at school. Got some of them. So I've got a couple of little treats, and then pick up the supplies to get me into Thredbo. All right, looks like it's going to be another magic day, weather-wise, touch wood. Let's hope my luck keeps holding for a while yet, eh? I'll catch up with you later. So this is what I'm looking at first thing this morning. Sun's just kissing the top of the trees. Looks like it's misty down in the valley. And this is why I didn't want to camp down on the flats. It's already dropped about 5 degrees since I left my camp. My fingers are aching now. It's like I don't know what you call it, a fog rainbow. I got horses materialising out of the mist like some strange apparition every now and then. What a beautiful morning. So I'm just dropping down to Kiandra. It's the Snowy Mountains Highway down there. The food drop's on the other side of town, up that track, heading up the hill over there. First things first, I got to cross the Yukon. Shouldn't be too bad though. So this is the Yukon. It's probably about 1.5 foot lower than the last time I was here. I could almost try and risk my ankles and hop across there, but my shoes need a wash anyway, so I'm going to wander through here. Alright, I might not video that because it's going to be about knee deep, I think, and those rocks could be a bit slippery. So this is the Kiandra courthouse and chalet. Originally this was mining, gold mining kind of area. Then there's skiing and snowy hydro, so there's always been people around. This place has been rebuilt since the fires. There's a bit of, well, the front of it's been rebuilt. There's a toilet there for anyone who's walking the Alpine track, by the way. Well, progress is still being made. Let's go find this food dump. Alright, just been sitting up here eating treats, a bit of fruit and some biscuits. Got my food drop. Happy days. So I'm all set up now with some more maps. And another, I don't know, 4 or 5 days food to get down to Thread Bay. I suppose I better head up to the hills, eh? So I'm climbing away from Kiandra now. This place has been burnt. This area of the pack has been burnt. It was burnt before I came through in around 2017. It was just recovering, and I think it got burnt again when 4 Mile Hut got burnt down in the 220 fires. There's a track marker. It's not yellow anymore. Coming up to a track junction here, I can see that tower over there. That'll be Mount Selwyn ski resort over there. So this is the turn off Tabletop track, which I've been following. It's a 4 Mile Hut. They've recently rebuilt this in the last couple of weeks. I stayed there on my first Alpine track walk, I don't know, 7 years ago, 6 years ago. Best night of the track. So I believe they've done justice to the old hut. It's only just after lunch, just after 12, so I'm not going in there today. But yeah, it's a magic little spot. Mind you, it's been decimated, this country. If you see these dead trees, it's going to take a while for the trees to come back. But the little valley was pretty nice that the hut's in, so worthwhile checking it out, I suppose. So I've made the old 9 mile diggings. There is a camp spot here. Someone's cleared some grass beside the track. It's pretty rocky. I don't know if you can see all the rocks around, but that spot looks pretty good, although it's pretty snaky. It's right beside the creek. Here's the creek here. I got my shoes there drying. Still a bit wet from the Yukon River this morning. The creek is just flowing. I mean, it'll flow for a while, yeah. It's got a little culvert, so it's easy to collect water, except my shadow's in the way. I don't know if that's coming up. But yeah, it's there's room for one tent, a little bit of water. It's going to be a lumpy night, but you're pretty comfy on that tussocky grass. Normally you can kind of wiggle around and kind of you find a little spot for your body. All right, I'm filling up with water here. The rough plan is, I want to camp up on Tabletop Mountain tonight. I've never been up Tabletop. So it means I'm going to have to lug a lot of water. So I'm probably going to carry 5 litres out of here. And all my food to get to Thread Bay. So I've got a bit on me at the moment. We'll see how we go. That's the rough plan. So that's Tabletop Mountain over there. The plan is, I've never been up Tabletop Mountain. The plan is to carry everything up and camp on top, which is why I'm lugging 5 kilos of water with me, because there's no water tomorrow for a little while on the track unless I drop off into a valley. So we'll see how it goes. It's pretty early, so it's around 4ish, I'd guess. So if I got up there and there was too rocky or something, I could always bail back down to the ridge line, to the track that the Alps track stays on. We shall see. If I do get up there, I'm thinking sunset might be pretty sweet, and that's what I'm hoping for. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so that's Tabletop Mountain. I've had a bit of a change of heart. There used to be a bit of a pad up there, but looks like since the fires, it's gone. So I'm going to have to wade through tussocky grass and scrub. And to be honest, I got like 4 days food on my back and 5 litres of water. I just can't be bothered. So I'm gonna go around probably to this next knoll up here, find a flat bit of grass, and that'll do me. So it won't be the grandstand view from Tabletop Mountain tonight, but it should still be pretty good, I think. All right, I'll catch up with you soon. So I'm camped about a kilometre from Mount Tabletop in the end. A little bit of a saddle, but I'm above the cold ground, I think. So I've just been cooking down here on the rocks. My tent's on the other side of the track over there. It's Mount Jagungal through the trees. I'll get another video of that later. It's starting to cool down now. I'll be in the tent soon. So that's Mount Jagungal through the trees there. See clouds building up over there. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna see a dead snow gums up here. All right, that's day 5 of my alpine track walk. Done and dusted. So I'm camped probably a K south of the Tabletop Mountain. Yeah, that was a bit of a failed attempt, that one. I just couldn't be bothered lugging 5 days or 4 days food and 5 litres of water up the top. Soon there was no track. So I'm just camped on the side of on the ridge here, just off the side of the track. It's not a bad spot, actually. According to All Trails, about 25 k's today, and climbed about, I think it was about 600 metres, or maybe it was 800, I don't know. I'll put it in the end somewhere. Wasn't a bad day, probably the easiest day I've had. I did a lot of talking today. I met a ranger this morning out trekking the feral horse traps, and then I met another guy working for Parks this afternoon. He's a dogger. He'd been out looking for dogs. And then, met some people in Kiandra, and they wanted to have a chat, and then sorting out my food drops and eating my treats. So yeah, it's been a pretty relaxing day today. Tomorrow I'm going to be heading over near Jagungal. Probably won't climb Jagungal on this trip. I'm saving that for another time, a special trip. All right, I will catch up with you in the morning. Let's hope it's not too icy tonight.